Alright, so welcome back to Driveway. I just finished off this section of concrete. Kind of wanted to slope it a little nicer because we were catching parts on the low riding crossfire. And then I started digging a hole up in the front to finish off a fence line to kind of keep our stuff contained within it. Kind of keep the front of the house actually looking decent since we're not a business out here. But that took a lot of time and it is boring as all get out to watch. So there's no point in really posting a video because you want to watch concrete being poured, go knock yourself out. There's someone else has done it and probably did a lot better job than one person doing concrete. Anyways, earlier in the week I had something that I did on the project pieces, so let's just roll those clips, get those fired away, and hopefully we'll get back to a regular schedule sometime. But there's just a lot of stuff I have to get done, get ready for the whole winter season, kind of pack up all this junk that I have laying around and get that stowed away properly. Anyways, I'll continue working on that and hopefully I'll get more videos out pretty soon. Anyways, let's get to the video. It is super windy outside, but there's a couple things I want to get done out there. I was going to tackle something with the car hauler, but with that amount of wind, what I want to do is probably not wise right now. And I need to get that done so I can park the crossfire inside of the car hauler. And then we can work on this big old beast and the project that we just started here last week. But we're going to start off by going turbo on the new project. Picked up this standard classic eBay style turbo. This one's the max speeding rods. You've probably seen them around if you're looking for cheap stuff. And I also found this relatively nicely cast manifold for it. So both of these things were about 90 bucks a piece. Make this thing 180 bucks. So that'll get us most of the way to turboed. The biggest thing is I wanted to get this onto the engine before I started mocking up how I'm going to run the suspension arms, because I kind of need this in the way so I don't put an arm where it doesn't belong. So I'm going to grab this thing, gonna throw that in over there, and the wind's probably gonna blow my eardrums out, so we'll figure something out in the editing room. So let's just throw this thing on and see what we have to work with. Alright, well that would have been a horrible installation if it was still in the Accord. So luckily for us, we got rid of the rest of the vehicle and we got that stripped down thing. So pretty much got that bolted up. Nothing really major. Kept the stock steel gasket, so I wasn't using the one that they sent with the manifold, which was one of those sandwich things. They kind of suck. So anyways, got that thrown on there, got the turbo on there, and it is looking pretty darn sharp. So now I have something to go off of to make the suspension arms so it can sustain its own weight and become part of a car. But anyways, a little bit more about that turbo. It's a T304, kind of one of those hybrid ones. So it's good for, they say, about 400 horse. So we're not going to get up to that level. So it might be a little bit big for us, but you know what? It was 90 bucks, who cares? As long as it can make some sort of power and a little bit of choo-choo noises, I'll be good to go. So, I guess that's probably going to be enough for this time frame. That was a quick 45-minute operation, running the camera and making a mess of things, finding wrenches. So, that was super simple. I need to tackle some of these other things, and there's a little bit more foundation house thing that I gotta button up before snow flies, and we should be good to go for more videos. It is gonna get kind of few and far between here for a little bit, probably until we hit hard in the winter months when I can get in the garage and just focus on pounding some things out. And maybe if we can find ourselves a working engine to shove into this Ford. So, make sure you're subscribed if you want to see anything dealing with like this Ford scratch built, K swapped something. Actually, it won't be swapped since it's originating with it. But make sure you're subscribed so you can catch some of that stuff. We'll have a little fun around here, and hopefully at some point I can get this crossfire out on the dyno and we can actually unlock its true power. But till that point, it's just going to have to be a glorified 400 horsepower sports car. That looks pretty sweet. Anyways, that's going to be enough for me. I guess I'll just have to see you again later.